Randy Orton is back in game, and this time, is he good? And how do we get him? Oh, I've got some questions that are gonna be answered. This is your weekend contest walkthrough, WCW, where the big boys play. Let's chat. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is a look at the Veteran Viper contest that just went live. So you're watching this live on Twitch, and then if you get it on YouTube, I'm going to drop it during this stream because people need to see it. So you can get a Randy Orton Veteran Viper at 6-star gold in the loot. Of course you can. Also, you get tier 6 medals and medallions. Tells you how the shards flow right here. There's 2410 in the solo contest, but that's all milestones, keep in mind. 550 in the faction, 120 in the shop, 300 in tours, and 350 in offers. There's also shards for Roxanne, the Judgment Day, and then also Mark Henry right there. Faction boss, it just says strategize with your team. That's it. What's up, Big Fritz? Good to see you. Prizewall, top skill plates, and more. So we're just basically going to go look at all that because that doesn't actually tell us anything. So there's Randy. If you haven't seen him yet, I haven't either. I had some things come up this morning, so I did not do a preview on him yet, but he is a modern era aggressive technician, and he is S+ tier. I hate having info going into it already, but I have seen Sir Zorro say he's possibly the best trickster in the game. So we will do that preview for him in just a moment. We'll also take a look at that loot. But here's the contest itself first. So you've got the Veteran Viper solo contest, 25 milestones. They have been doing it where you can max the solo contest weekend for free-ish if you have certain things, but without some spend. I don't know if that's going to be the case with Boss Battle Weekend. It's been a while since we've done a Boss Battle Weekend, so I'm just not sure. But how do you get there? Well, of course, if you have Randy and AJ, you're going to get a bunch of points. I don't have either of them. If you have Bronson, you do have to have a level 14, which means you're going to have to get him up to, I believe, 6 bronze already to do that, but at least 5 gold if not. Rey Mysterio, then you're also going to want to do in the tour. So that's a beat the boss. This is a beat the tour. And then Randy Orton's the best in the game. I haven't looked at him yet, Eagles. We're going to find out together. And then it's beat the boss with all of these. And this is the solo side of things. So this is you going in with your faction. You have to beat the boss on 21, 22, 17, 16, 15, but you'll notice it's only one time each, and then increase your boss shop currency, so make sure you equip your boss promoters for that. So that's the solo. The faction competition right here is just faction boss currency and earn points. That's it. So in this one, your faction will get, let's go down to the gold chest. Oh, there's no gold chest. Okay, so for 50 million, you're going to get 1 medallion bag if you get down there, but it does have a guaranteed 20 to 50,000. So that's a good hit. That's going to be something we want to look at when we get to the faction prize wall on that. I mean, not the faction prize wall, but the prize wall. Barely any coins, barely anything else, but that is worth its weight in medallions. Hardly anything there. Are these 150s? What are they? These are variable even 40, so those are garbage usually. So really the faction contest is terrible other than if you get to the milestones anyway. Well, okay, there we go. Here's what I was looking for. It's like, man, there's none of this. So starting at the 15 million mark, no, not even 15 million. So 10 million mark backwards is where we get good stuff. So there's 1,000 medallions, so you're at least getting 21,000 if your faction maxes, and 150. So you're at least getting 1,700 and 275. You're at least getting, I got to start doing dual calculators on this. So it was 275, so 375 and 2,200, 2,800, 2,900, and then 50 more shards. So, yeah, it looks like you're going to get 300 or 400 shards of Randy and about 3,000 of the medallions before you get to the 21,000 or 20,000 hit. So let's just say 25-ish, 23-ish thousand available guaranteed. And then if this hits big and you get a 50 hit or a 300 or 30K hit or whatever, then you're good there. But that's basically the rundown on it. It behooves your faction to max this, and usually that is doable. So it doesn't have anything in there until maybe tomorrow, or maybe this is all of it. Maybe it is just based on winning in the boss shop currency and playing for points. But usually there's faction boss requirements that hopefully will drop in there tomorrow. We'll see. So if you go here, you see it's just shards of Randy until you get here, and then you start getting 115, 165. So let's just call that 250. Let's just call that 500. Let's call that 980. Let's call that 1500. Let's call that another 1,000 basically. So 2,500. Nothing, but you do get a bag here. Oh, these are plates. Ooh, and not a bad selection of plates. Like if you get that and you get an X break, or like the worst thing in there is the down the rabbit hole, which is probably what you're going to get. But man, if you get one of these two, that's a big hit. You do one of these, that's a big hit. I'll take as many Frankies and Mischiefs as I can get. Those are big. That's better than Feud right there. And then you go into the silver ones, which they're obviously not doing like this is the last one you can hit. None of these are considered bonus milestones, so either you can hit them or you can't. We're not going to know until we get into the contest, but there's about 3,000 medallions, about 5,000 medallions, so let's just call this 5,000, be conservative and safe, plus another, let's call it 25,000 if your faction maxes. So let's just say you're going to average at least 30,000 of the Prizewall currency. You're going to get probably more than that, but that's a good conservative number to run with. And we'll kind of see what the Prizewall store looks like here. Oh, and there's a free poster of Disciple. If you don't have him, he's one of the better free-to-play in the game, and holy crap, him for 20 bucks. So I don't advertise or advise spending, but him triple red with either the eyeball plate or a rainbow cross break, or even well, rainbow cross break is really the best way to go with him. He hits really stinking hard, like really hard. And then $7 for Braun Breaker, one of the most important trainers in the game if you don't have him. And then this guy, holy crap. This, I mean, spoilers, but when we get to our Acrobat list of top 7s, Blueski's going to say that this guy is probably number 1 for him. Like, spoilers, but I bet you he's going to say number 1 right there is best Acrobat in the game. I don't rank him that highly, but I definitely would rank him as a great Acrobat. And for 20 bucks and you get him 6 gold, like that is, these 3 offers are like, why can't champions be this generous normally kind of offers? Holy cow, I like those. Megas, 2 pulls. Okay, so just the basics from there, but still, those 3 offers, I don't recommend people or encourage people to spend, but he's really good and the price is right for free. He's arguably good as a fighter, depending on what you've got, but he's the most important trainer in the game. Oh, thanks, Eagles. Cena is way up there. I've got a video on him doing buttloads of damage, and that is an official metric term. And then, yeah, Blueski. But you trust Blueski's, Eagle. If you don't trust mine, you can trust Blueski's, and Blueski says he's the best in the game. So there you go. Let's look at the prize wall. You can already see that there's some things I want on it. So Veteran Viper. So if you are saying, I'm going to, on the low average side, going to walk away with 30,000 medallions, then obviously this is out of reach. This is spend, and it should be because it's a higher milestone. Spoilers, if you have Mark Henry plus the hot chocolate plate, turn 1, he does about 85 million. So, yes, very good. But if you want to run the does not move the pin bar move and keep building it, I got him to 1.5 billion within about a 5-minute time frame. So, yes, he technically hits infinite damage with that plate. It just takes forever. Bombshell, absolutely, if you've got Kelly, you want the bombshell plate. It's great on her. But there's a few others too. Realistically, anybody who does leech gems will technically get the buff to red gems and then create red gems. So technically anybody who does leech gems can make this work. Obviously, it's better if you go with people who have red leech gems. But these are 1750 and 1300, so those are gimmies. Yeah, I would say 30 to 50,000 is probably going to be where most people land because of the prices of these mid levels. That's probably about right. You probably will you're probably going to walk away with one of these. So let's look at them and say what's good and what's not. Bloodsucker, absolutely phenomenal. You want one on Kelly, period. And then, you've also got Kofi, you've got Tiffy, you've got, probably a dozen people that is really, really good on. So I don't think you can have enough of those. I still don't have a single yellow Royal Rumble plate. And there's probably 5 people off the top of my head I could even put it on right now. Like Showboats might be obvious, but Showboats with that, Penta, Drew, Dom, and the list just keeps going. Like there's so many you want the yellow Rumble plate. Thanks, Eagles. What's up, CM Punk? You don't trust him either, not after that double mommy ranking? Well, that's why it's called perspectives. We're putting our perspectives on him. Punk's gauntlets, absolutely fantastic for anybody color turn. You absolutely want to have at least one on your roster for Trick Liv. She's amazing. Devon Dudley, Punk, AJ Lee, Naya. There's just a number of people. If you have them, you want this on them. Frankie, there's, again, a dozen places. This is why we're putting out videos, the best place for each of these plates. The Frankie the Parrot plate video was supposed to come out today, but I'm moving that for all the Orton content, so it'll come out tomorrow. You'll see that. But one quick spoiler on it is, if you only have one modern era powerhouse, you can travel it between Cody, Braun, Zombie Ray, Zombie Chelsea, and I'll list them all in that video. There's a good number of them, so you can travel one strap, sharing is caring style between them. So if you only could pick one of these 4, I would say it's a hard choice. Punk's gauntlets and Frankie probably make the biggest difference, but these two are also very desirable and very rare. So I don't think there's a bad option. Just check out the ones that we already have of the videos for the plate series. And we do have a plate series playlist on YouTube now. As far as these go, Reinforce and Purple, I honestly can't think of very many people that use Reinforce and Purple. Green Transfusion, there's a few. There's a few on there. But realistically, this would be if they make Reinforce, even if they then break other ways to get to purple gems, it buffs your purple. Willa Cargill works on a lot of people because it's green multi-gems. The Bubba's Specs works on a lot of people. So that's also a really good one, and it's a good partner plate because it's whenever you do a purple move, increase your purple gem damage. So anybody who does like a triple purple move set is going to be really good. Barbers are fine. Seal of the Acolyte's fine. Hunter's Medallion's fine. All of these work on a good variety of people. This one is actually a good get for its price because it's one of the 8th anniversary plates. What's up, being Hajam? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Corporate Crown, Thugonomics, both okay, and they're priced just fine. So these you want to have at least 1 or 2 of laying around. Same with that. It's all fine. So plates wise, I think this is the best cheap get, although there's not a lot of people who use silence to multi, that would do this. The ones that do, you want. Like if you have Zombie Alexa Bliss, this is a very valid plate for her. If you've got, they keep coming out with new people that they'll work on. But yeah, I would say for the 21.9, That one or the specs are probably the best. Seal the Acolyte works on anybody who basically does a sub into multiply gems, right? Or all gems, yeah. So anybody who does a sub, you basically then buff all your gems 50%. So it's a little buff, but it works. On the shards, you got Haku, you got Steve Austin, you got John Cena, and Pig Boy. You get a straight up recruit. Then you've got Penta and Dirty Dom. So Dom you should have. If you don't, okay, there's a place for it. Penta, they've been given a lot of stuff out for. He's really good. There you go. Pig Boy, again, spoilers for the video we have recorded already on Twitch but haven't dropped on YouTube yet. But let's just say Pig Boy's in Blueski's top 7, and he's not wrong. I mean, you can one-click him for a win. Like, he's a one-click win button. So if you don't have him, he's worth it. But again, these guys were free when they were given out. Last Time Is Now Cena, just all around one of the best tricksters. He just does so many things. He works so well in Titan and etc. Like, there's not a bad use for him. So definitely go for that. Austin, I would go Cena over Austin just because of the usability in Titan, if nothing else. But Austin is also very good. And Haku is one of, if not my absolute favorite strikers to use in the game. Strikers is a loaded out class. Don't get me wrong. But definitely one. Eagles, that's one click too many. Dang, sir. But yeah, I love me some Haku. So if that recruits, then definitely a good option. But I'm really getting more and more confident, yeah, in my 30,000 being about what you're going to get for free, give or take. Because 50 seems to be the right stretch milestone, and then you start getting into the 60s for real spending. So there you go. I don't like the mega bonus chance straps. They're a fine, throwaway if you get something and you just don't have anything else better to go. But I usually end up getting 40 and 60%. And now that 200% straps are in the game, it's just not enough. So I avoid those personally. These are fine. Obviously, it's your veteran veteran Viper Randy. It's just, do you want move damage, or gem defense? But either of those are good. They are 150, right here, 150 move or 200 gem. I haven't played with them yet. That's going to be a part of this video here in just a few minutes. We're going to record that. So there you go. And then we've got the technician bundles and TP coin and etc. So that's kind of what's on there. The only other thing for this video then is just to look at the loot itself. Randy's face looks weird. But it looks good there. So, and at least he's not doing that like I hate the that he does on one of his other versions. So that's good. Loot milestones wise, 1 coin's going to get you 50k prize wall. A couple of things is going to get you up to Mark Henry. 3 of them is going to get you more Randy shards, and then so on and so forth. You start getting prize wall medallions at a $20 pull. But keep in mind, if we're saying the delta between free and decent stuff is about 30 to 50,000 in there, you're going to need at least 20k to get to some of the better stuff. You only get 2 at a 7 pull. Randy shards again at a 10 pull, 16 pull, and a 40 pull. So if this is your mega, you get 100 and 220, let's say 250, 325, 375. You get 400 shards of Randy if you do a mega pull. So that's a pretty decent guarantee overall. 1 mega equals 400 shards. And then you get 4k plus 2k. So you get 6k of the medallions for a mega pull. Beyond that, double megas, well, on your way to double megas will get you another 11k. That does start to get you somewhere. And then you get another 270 on the shards. And then you got another 250 and 8k at quadruple megas. And then you just go on. The big get, though, honestly, is the fact that at 400, which is a lot of freaking pulls, that's 100 megas. Right? No, 10 megas. Sorry, 10 megas. 100 megas would be ridiculous. It's 10 megas. So 10 mega pulls gives you 35k medallions, and then you pull it back, and it's a 240 pull to get guaranteed Orton. So if you want him, you can spend your way to him, but yeah, don't want to advise that. 2 guaranteed featured on a 40 pull, and it's all Randy and his shards. So figure you're going to get 120 on a mega pull plus the 400 shards. So you're guaranteeing yourself about 520 shards on a mega pull, but he's a 5K recruit, I believe. I haven't looked at him in the game yet, but I'm 90% sure he's a 5K recruit. So, that's going to get you there. But if you get to a featured and you see stars, you got him. Congrats. There you go. Then on the mega rare side, Blackman is in there. Black Widow is in there. Punk is in there. Visionary, Uncle Howdy. I mean, all of these are top tier. Aside from now the fact they're selling him for $20 freaking dollars. But still, top tier. Starting to stretch down a little bit. They're selling him for $20. Top tier still. One of the best trainers. In fact, the most important of the 3 dual color trainers. Great. You could get him. You could have got him his month by playing. Not as rare anymore. But look, there's more Randy down in here. Great. Great if you know how to run him. Check out our video. Great if you know how to run her. Check out Blueski's videos. Not commenting. Great. So really, anything in this mega rare so far, it's starting to it's still okay. Okay, we're starting to. There's some free tiers. And then there's your garbage. I mean, actually, he's really good. She's really good if you got a plate. But I mean, in terms of you've gotten them 100 times and they shouldn't be in free tier loot and shards. So yeah, there's a lot of really good posters in this loot. If you're gonna pull, and you don't have some of these heavy hitters, it's definitely some good stuff. There's a decent amount of shards for your top tier characters. There's things in the commons. I mean, it's not bad across the board. It's not bad. So, yeah, if you're going to pull, just keep in mind what you are spending and what you're going to get. Check your budget. Make sure you know what you want to spend. Don't go crazy. If I just do one more. Like, literally, I would just set a budget. Say, if I'm going to spend, this is what I'm going to spend on this character, regardless of what I get, and then take your shot. And if you don't, then this is your consolation prize. You got whatever you spent up to on these, and you're just going to have to say that's okay. Because it's not like they're handing out Randys and Steve Blackmans in this game, right? That's not the way it works. They want to make money. So that's a look at the Randy Orton event. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat. Hold on. Eagles says today's tour minus the 24-hour gets you to milestone 9. 3350 Prizewall tokens, 2,500 of which are in the tours. There you go. And yes, Skekkel, thank you. It's a 5K recruit. So there you go. Does look like between 30 and 40,000 is going to be your reasonable amount of free Prizewall tokens on that then. So if you get to 50, great. But again, a large chunk of that is going to be in your faction maxing the faction event, the faction portion of that. So, but again, that's it for this video. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate who wants to know, like, what do I do on this event? What do I use? What's best on the prize wall, etc. We got some answers for you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.